So let's look at these research questions again. What is the average number of words spoken daily among 10-year-old children in New York City? Somebody might say, oh, well, if you ask, if you're interested in this research question and you pose this research question to somebody on the street, they might say, oh, the news had a segment on how young teenagers spend most of their time text messaging rather than talking. So the average number of words spoken each day can't be more than 500, right? For the other research question, you might say, well, do citizens of the United States approve or disapprove of legalizing marijuana? So you ask another person, and that person says, oh, I met an elderly couple from Oklahoma who really dislike marijuana, so clearly it's widely disapproved by people in the United States. Or if you're interested in a third research question, you might ask, does meditating for 15 minutes each day improve happiness among college students in Beijing? And the person on the street might say, oh, I started meditating for 30 minutes each day and I'm happier. So college students who meditate must be happier too. So each of these responses to these research questions, there are a form of anecdotal evidence. To put it another way, it's all evidence based on a very limited sample size that is most likely not representative of some population that is implied by the research question. Often, anecdotal evidence, it's based on unusual cases that we tend to recall based on their striking characteristics, because people tend to remember something that's a little bit more unusual. And so when people are using their memory to come up with some kind of anecdotal evidence, it's usually a more unusual case rather than a typical case. Instead of anecdotes, statistics is about sampling appropriately from the population or conducting a census so that you have the entire population. It's about improving the quality of data that we collect. So instead of anecdotal data, we use a sample or a population. Several things you should know for this discussion on samples and populations. First of all, a population is the entire collection of cases about which we desire information. A sample is a subset of a population. We often distinguish between descriptive and inferential statistics. In descriptive statistics, the goal is to describe a sample or a population that you have at hand. So you have a data set and you want to say something about that data set. Inferential statistics is about using estimation and hypothesis testing to make some claim about a population based only on a sample of data. Finally, anecdotal data, which you will encounter often, is highly unreliable. That concludes our discussion of samples and populations.